What's happening, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Path of Exile 2 has been live for a few days now, and the developers are already responding to our feedback. In today's video, we're going to quickly break down the latest changes and updates, highlighting the big fixes, balance adjustments, and quality of life improvements they're rolling out to make the game even better. The purpose of this video is to provide you guys with a summary of all the important things so you don't have to read through the patch notes or feel that you're missing out on any major updates. I'll include the full patch notes in the description down below for anyone who wants to have a read. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe for more Path of Exile 2 updates, guides, and tips. Alright, let's jump in. The first section that we see some changes is the gameplay features. The new patch brings some big quality of life improvements. The developers are adding the ability to fast travel between checkpoints within an area. Even better, they're adding more checkpoints, typically at entrances and exits, making exploration and backtracking smoother than ever. They have also flattened the gold cost curve of respecking our passive points, cutting the cost by 40 to 50% from early endgame to mid-progress. Experimenting with builds will definitely get more affordable. Section 2 of this patch is the Trial of Sakema's updates. Players have found close-range combat particularly frustrating, and that's why honor damage now scales based on your distance to enemies. You'll take 35% less honor damage up close, gradually increasing as you distance yourself. Two major bugs were also squashed. One that tripled honor damage from damage over time, and another that improperly applied honor resistance. The result? Trial encounters are more balanced and less punishing. Then we've got Section 3, Endgame and Monster Balance. Here, endgame players will notice some big adjustments. Maps no longer apply extra elemental resistance penalties at higher tiers, and chaos damage scales less aggressively. Critical strikes from monsters now deal 40% less bonus damage, making endgame much more survivable. The purple explosives created by the volatile plants modifier on rare mobs now deal significantly less damage, and the siphon's flask charges modifier on mobs now drains 10 times less flask charges per second. Additionally, the monster density in breach encounters has been reduced, and some modifiers like volatile crystals have been disabled until their telegraphs can be improved. Next up, we've got character and item balance. Charm modifiers on belts are now more common and available at earlier levels. Electrocute is now 25% harder to build up, and a new lightning damage and electrocute cluster has been added between the ranger and monk passive tree sections. On the flip side, freeze chaining has been nerfed, making it harder to repeatedly freeze lock enemies. And the hunter's talisman now grants an additional charm slot, just clarifying that you still cannot unlock more than 3 charm slots for now. And lastly, we've got the skill and support gem changes. Several underperforming skills are getting a buff, including various bow skills, especially the ones generating frenzy charges, rolling slam and all shield skills for maces, bone spells and chaos damage over time spells in the occult section, various crossbow skills, and some underperforming quarterstaff abilities. 2 new support gems have been added. Tremors, which provides more aftershocks at a slight damage penalty, and Bidding, which increases damage for minion command skills. Meanwhile, the penalties for fire, lightning, and cold exposure support gems have been removed, though their mana cost has increased slightly. Additionally, some overpowered skills have been toned down. Tornado and Vine Arrow's high-level damage over time components have been nerfed, and skeletal arsonists now consume spirit at the same rate as other skeleton mages. Well, that pretty much covers the whole patch that we're getting right now. It's really great to see the Path of Exile 2 team's dedication to improving the game based on our feedback. What do you guys think about the updates? Let me know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Path of Exile 2 content. If you're thinking about leveling a monk, then here's a guide that will make it much easier to get your monk through Acts 1, 2, and 3. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Peace.